Hey guys, I just thought I'd make a quick video showing you my handstand development and what I'm doing each day to get better at my bodyweight fitness. Wrist rolls are the first things I do to warm up. It's a really good exercise for me. It keeps my wrists quite warm just before I'm about to put any weight on them. Then I do a bit of protraction and retraction of that shoulder. It warms up the shoulder ball and socket joint as well as my wrists a little bit. And then a bit of protraction and retraction of the scapula. So it warms up some of the back muscles and kind of disassociates the shoulder and the scapula as part of my body, which works as an integral part of doing handstands. Now, this video is just going to show you what I do. By no means is it an instructional video. However, though, if you'd like to follow along or do some of the things that I do, by all means. But hopefully I'm just kind of showing you what I do and how quick and easy it really is. It's not, I never put myself under a lot of stress, and it's a daily thing that I do. People who know me in real life know that I don't like working out intensely. That is not what I like doing. If I'm pushed to my limits and I feel like I really want to prove to myself, then sure, maybe, once in a week. However, often it's just about getting better slowly and progressing. So as you can see here, I'm doing something called a tuck planche. This is practicing my balance as well as strengthening my shoulders when I'm doing the handstands, as well as when I'm trying to eventually do a press up from a handstand fully. So that's the plan in the end. However, though, for now, this is just strengthening the shoulders, but I will not do them too intensely because, my God, they're hard. So yeah, just a few tips for you now. It looks easy, but it's very difficult when you're maintaining a contraction in your abs to keep your body really quite tucked and tight. It's really difficult to maintain, especially on my joints here. So if you want to give it a go, you can do it at a slightly lower level. So if you were to start in this position, that's fine, but try, as time goes on, to, from this position, bring yourself a little bit higher. Now, this is my balance training done. I'm nowhere near what a planche is, but I want to work my way up to it. Now let's do our handstands. Doesn't look too nice out there though. So when I start to fatigue, my legs kind of go everywhere. So I'm about 5'11" in height, and I weigh at the moment about 12.5 stone, which is, hey, I'm not using it as an excuse, but I did a lot of squats back when I was younger. I used to do powerlifting style training where I would prioritize leg strength, and now I'm doing handstands and bodyweight things. It kind of becomes irrelevant. However, they'll always finish it on a good note, so I hold it for as long as I can. Towards the end, try to get a good time. I think this was about 30 seconds, and then call it a day. Alright, so yeah, done. All I really do today, like pretty much every other day, is balance work. So as you can see, it wasn't really stressing out the muscles that much. It was more or less putting my body into the position where I'm feeling the balance, then relaxing. And because it's a balance skill, I believe personally that you can do it every day, relative to how your wrists are feeling, how your muscles are feeling, because, you know, there will be your joints that will take a bit of a battering doing it, but generally if you do it lightly each day, every day, and you don't feel fatigued, it's not a sign to stop and have a rest. You can continue to do it as many days as you want. I did it for the first 2 months every day in a row, so, and that's when I improved the most. So I would say, especially when you're starting to do handstands, do it every day, as often as possible. Okay, without going into massive amounts of depth, this is what I did before I was able to do handstands. I used to practice with the wall. Notice my feet, how I'm trying to avoid touching the wall. However, though, practicing this and getting used to being upside down, funny thing about this is that I just did it as long as until I got a headache. However, though, I wouldn't advise doing that at all. Do it only for about 10 to 30 minutes because on average that's what I did. A really good tip that I was given when I was first practicing handstands was that after I'm able to almost hold a handstand, practice actually doing walking handstands. So throw your legs up with the assumption that you'll continue to go forward and you will walk following your legs, and this is actually practicing that balance again. So once again, you can do this almost every day. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my video and taken some things away from it, without going into too much depth, like dismounting from a handstand like safely, and correct body position, and how to correct some problems you may have. This should be a simple video of showing you what I usually do. And also, I'm tending to practice new skills like this. I have absolutely no idea what this skill is called, but it's kind of fun. It's like you go from a tuck planche straight into a handstand, and yeah, I think it's pretty cool. However, though, before I make a full handstand video addressing all these topics, I want to get a lot more proficient in it. So give me a couple of months and who knows, there'll be a video coming your way. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, stay tuned.